Hey chat, welcome back to the stream. I gave myself less seconds because I replaced the stream intro song. This is not a joke. I replaced the stream intro song because I wanted to change it. I very much wanted to change it. Hang on, let me post about being live. I almost did 3 nines instead. Continues. I gotta do the level 99 grind. I love typos. They're great. So yeah, hi VOD watchers and present watchers. Still YellowFang42. I don't think there's anybody ever else going to be on this channel. God help me if that changes. I debuted the new screen last week? Yeah, I think it was last week. Shoot. And then this week I decided, you know what? Screw it. We're debuting the new intro song. I apologize. I was doing a little bit of video editing right before the start of the stream because I got pissed off at DaVinci Resolve for the last time, and I was like, you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm using my shittier editing software. I know I can use it. I know I can use DaVinci Resolve, but I'm just not freaking doing it because I'm not taking the time out of my day to learn the damn thing. So in short, it's my fault. Let me just make sure I save my program, and then I'm going to close it so then I don't crash, because I've gotten through almost 9 minutes of footage now. Like, I've cut down about 9 minutes of footage since I did that. So obviously that's a positive change. Ooh, jeez. Let me just send a text to the group chat. Alright, perfect. And while I get the stream up on my phone to make sure that it is up and running properly. There we are. Perfect! Alright, good. I can babysit both chats. Oh, my goodness. It has been such a chaotic day. It was the usual routine of mine, of course. I actually returned the Star Trek DVDs to the library just today because I was like, you know what? I'm taking way too freaking long to watch these episodes. I think this is the sign that I need to take a break for a bit. Just chill out. Don't rush myself. Try to enjoy the series. And then when I get the urge to watch more Star Trek episodes, I'll just hope and pray that the disc is at the library. And I'm just going to check out one disc at a time instead of multiple. The anticipation of waiting rather than binging the entire series at once is what makes it more enjoyable, if you ask me. It's one of the things that Netflix took from us, is the enjoyment of waiting week to week about what the hell is going to happen in a show. You can see how well it's working for Miraculous Ladybug. Seriously, I just heard about the newest episode coming out. I won't spoil it, but I've seen clips, and holy shit, it is insane. I may have stopped watching it back at the start of season 2, or it was maybe in season 3 or something like that. I stopped watching it for a bit because there's this one particular character, Lila. She's alright, but she's a great villain, but holy shit, her type of character really, and I mean really, pisses me off. I do not like the characters that can just bullshit their way through like literally everything, to the point where it feels like the rest of the cast is like idiot ball or something like that. It's like, how do you not see that she's lying out of her ass constantly? So anyway, I dropped the series because I realized, oh shit, she's actually becoming a recurring character. No, she's becoming one of the principal cast. Oh no. So I dropped the series for that reason. Yeah, just, ooh, those type of characters really piss me off. Holy shit. They annoy the crap out of me, because it's just like, oh! Instant rage, honestly. Yeah. Oh man, quite the experience. Yeah, I'm trying to haul ass on getting the Aqua video done because I've been taking way too freaking long because I'm like, oh, I'll just learn DaVinci Resolve on this. No, instead I'm gonna play with DaVinci Resolve using the footage, but on my own time when I'm not trying to actually upload on a consistent and regular basis when it's not live streams. And as it is, YouTube seems to think that these I have a sneaking suspicion that YouTube thinks this is the same video every week, but it's not. Because I am talking constantly about all sorts of shit, and I think part of the reason also why it's not quite getting it is because I'm actually having a smooth experience. The internet isn't causing me problems and breaking up the VODs and glitching them out to hell and stuff like that. So it's just like, oh, this is the same thing all the time. Or something like that. And I'm like, bitch! I have been posting consistently for over 9 months. Actually, it's probably 10 now. Wait, okay. Okay, so we passed July. I'll only get up to July 24th. So we started on September 24th. So that's October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. 10 months! 10 months! I've been doing this shit for 10 months. With a couple of occasional breaks. Maybe I haven't taken a break in a while and maybe that's what's throwing it on. I don't frickin' know. But I'm like, I have been here for God knows how long. I was here before Google decided that there was money to be had in here. I had to switch my account's email, which is actually a good thing because I no longer have access to the original email that I used. Ain't that a bitch? So that's a fun old time. Oh, by the way, you know that clock that I was distracted by a while ago? It's finally running by itself because there was this one point where for some freaking reason my fridge was off of the block. Okay, I have this fridge that's actually kind of a decent mini fridge. I still don't know how the hell we got it. But basically the freezer and fridge are separated, unlike most mini fridges. So it's like a short fridge, basically. Short fridge freezer combo. Anyway, point is, it was off of its blocks to keep it like safe off the floor because I don't trust it. And so I had to move it around and I'm like, oh shit, like as I was moving the block to be properly squarely under the fridge, I was like, oh my god, the clock's right on top of it, and I was being very careful, and it actually made the little mechanism thing start moving by itself again. Like it finally started moving properly again. So it happens to be, it's not quite correct on the time. It's like, oh god, it thinks it's about 30 minutes off. Okay, 25. Wait, 25? Nope, 30. It's 30. Oh, no, wait, 22. No. Where am I getting these numbers? 25, 22. Oh. Okay. Yeah, basically it thinks it's 5 after when it's 42 after, so that should give you a pretty good indicator of how off the clock it is. But I'm just gonna leave it alone so then I don't accidentally make it not do its thing. The point is, time is moving forward and I am happy about it. I should just get an obscene amount of random ass clocks and then desync them all. And only one of them shows the true time. That'd be a sick puzzle. That'd be a disgusting puzzle, actually, for a video game. Just have all of the clocks be desynced slightly, except for one that is, like, accurate to your computer or your console's time. That'd be such a messed up, but also pretty cool mechanic. It'd be really funny, in my opinion. Okay, so here's the deal. I am not going to pay attention to the numbers. I'm just going to keep talking away because I feel like the past few streams I have been focusing way too hard on the numbers and it's slowly driving me up the wall. And I don't want to do that. Gravity will kill me. I'm sorry, I saw the opportunity, I had to take it. I had to seize the opportunity in the moment. So that's the whole dealio. That's the whole spaghetti sauce. God, I miss eating spaghetti sauce, especially the marinara type. I'm thinking about the unholy abomination again, that is the chicken parmesan casserole. And you might think, Yellowfang, how is that an unholy abomination? Well, I said it once and I'll say it again. The chicken parmesan is actually just chicken nuggets. It's literally just chicken nuggets. You replace what you would personally bread the chicken with just chicken nuggets. Works perfectly. Works like a charm. The frozen stuff. You don't even have to pre-cook it. You can just frozen that shit. And then you can do the pasta, the marinara sauce, the layers, the cheese, the thing. Oh shit. Let me take out these guys real quick and not die. And then you just layers, and then you bake it for an ungodly amount of time. I can't remember the exact time. It's on. I need to write down the recipe actually. I should really write down the recipe in my notebook, despite the fact that I'm probably never gonna make it again. But just for posterity, you know? Just imagine someone somewhere in my family line picks up my recipe notebook because maybe they get into cooking and they're like, oh, I want to try out Yellowfang's recipes. Oh, what's this? Chicken parmesan casserole. Let's do it. And then they realize that there's chicken nuggets involved. And then they realize the recipe is also just out there on the internet, and that, no, these are not just personal original recipes or anything like that. It's literally just recipes that I've collected over time that I've enjoyed because I used to eat only pasta all the time, and unfortunately that is not healthy. Okay. I have a habit of suddenly switching conversation topics within like an inch of a sentence. What the hell are you doing? Okay, you're going down. You were trying to interrupt my groove. Okay, this one, I think I can take this one out. Yeah, I get away with it. What was I saying? I was probably gonna say something about a recipe and I completely spaced on it. Damn it. Was it something to do with recipe copyrights and stories and stuff like that, and that's how people sort of copyright their recipes on the pages, is because they tell all those really long-ass stories before then? Maybe it was that. No, it wasn't that. Oh god, I'm in the wall again. It's fine. Right, it was about food options. Peanut butter. I finally ate a peanut butter sandwich. Actually, I've eaten 2 peanut butter sandwiches in the past few days. Holy shit. I didn't realize I enjoyed them that much. Like, it's not like one of those things that I crave all the time anymore. But it was actually kind of satisfying to enjoy a peanut butter sandwich because I haven't done that in a long time. I used to be a fiend for those things. I used to make those on the regular. I used to be a peanut allergy person's worst nightmare. I would cry if I got a peanut allergy around that time. Thankfully, I don't have one, and knock on wood that I don't ever get one, because I will cry. Also, it would make my life very difficult, because a lot of things have peanut butter in them that seem innocuous, but god dang it, they taste so good. Okay. Although I don't like it in ice cream. I don't know. No, I do know why. It's because it has that weird texture thing going on whenever peanut butter gets frozen. And it does weird things. It does weird things. Can you tell I'm gonna be honest, I straight up had a peanut butter sandwich for breakfast because I was too lazy to make myself I was too lazy to restock my waffles yesterday. And today, although, actually no. I wasn't too lazy today, I was too lazy yesterday, but today, holy shit, the lawn was needing some extra care, because usually I just mow that shit. Mow the front, mow the back. Pick up after the pooches. Not in that order, it's actually in the opposite order. Pick up the after, mow the back, then the front. But long story short, I also needed to do a little bit of edge trimming and weed whacking and stuff like that. My edge trimmer has run out of string, so I have to go and get more son of a bitch, I should have got more string when I went out today. It's okay, it's fine. I'm a little tired today, so it's fine. Ugh. At least I've memorized the type of string that I need to get, so it's fine, and I don't have to try to dig through ancient photos in my phone to pick out the specific brand for my edge trimmer. I like calling it a weed whacker more, honestly, but I know it's an edge trimmer. I've actually been using it for its intended purpose. Because it's got that little wheel thing on it. I think that maybe that makes it the difference between an edge trimmer and a weed whacker. I don't freaking know. But it's a little fancy little thing. I just roll that along it's like an inch and a half or something away from where the actual wire spins like crazy. And then I just neatened up the lawn edges and so forth and killed a bunch of weeds that were growing out of the cracks in the sidewalk and any sort of stone tiles and any spots that I can't freaking mow because there's a limit. Yard work is today I was just like pushing myself through the yard work. On a good day when I'm not feeling like an open trash bin, I'm totally fine and I have a grand old time. I'm listening to music. Maybe I'll listen to a podcast. Maybe I just need to listen to the Magnus Archives while doing yard work again. I should do that again. Although I did miss a huge chunk of the first season and got really confused about the worms. I got really confused about the worms and kind of slightly creeped out because I was in the middle of trimming some rose bushes and the rose bushes, they get bugs in them. The bugs live there. It's their house. So I got a little creepy crawly moments a couple times, especially with the frickin' spiders. Holy shit, spiders, man. Speaking of, I took a break because I was tired, and this damn tiny spider, I felt it crawl on my arm, and I go to blow it off, like go, try to get rid of it. This little bastard had, like used web to stay attached, and I'm like, oh hell no, so I just rubbed it on the nearest surface to get rid of it, because I'm like, no, you are not staying attached to my arm. Please do not do that. I do not like it. Disgust. Yard work is fun. It's fun, but it's very tedious and really it's certainly labor. But I like the fact that I can see immediate results. It's very enjoyable to see immediate results for my work. Okay, let's calm down a little bit there. Oh man. Dream Drop Distance was a hell of a lot of fun last week. We're getting into the last two worlds. I love the fact that I thought that Traverse Town was gonna be like a longer world, but no. You just go a couple places, you beat up a boss, and even as Riku, you don't even beat up a boss. I had no reason to draw. I had no reason to wait to drop. None whatsoever. I didn't have to wait to drop, because I thought, oh, I'm going to have to deal with the boss fight as Riku, because, I deal with the boss fight as Sora, might as well deal with the boss fight as Riku. No! No, instead Sora gets like an all-in-one boss rush, and then meanwhile Riku just gets to chase the boss into the portal, and that's it. I'm like, seriously? I could have hopped into the next room, gone through the cutscene, and then I would have been done as Riku, and then drop into Sora, and then boom, done. Like, that's all I would have had to do. Really? Really? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's fine, though. It's fine. It was kind of funny, though. It was kind of one of those, oh my gosh, are you serious? And then I spent the rest of the time treasure hunting. That was fun. Funny enough that I mentioned that with the treasure hunting thing. I was working on editing the Aqua video, the Birth by Sleep Aqua video. And it was so funny. It was so funny that I said I need things because I was just ignoring some of the unversed to try to find treasure. That's what it was. I don't remember the exact words, even though I literally was working on it like 20 minutes ago. Actually, less than 20, more than 20 minutes ago. More like 30. 30 minutes ago now, damn. Okay. That's cool. What a lovely surprise. Oh, man. What a day. Oh my goodness. In fairness, I was up past midnight. I'm pretty sure I was up till 1 in the morning. Part of it was because I was rereading some of my old writing, because I have a bad habit of once I start rereading a huge chunk of a story, I have to read it through to the end. I can't help it. I get really caught up in the story, and it's a fun time. I have a lot of fun writing. It's good. It makes the brain go burr. Plus, I like to pretend to be a 5-star voice actor when the chaos gets going. Y'all, the day I get to level 99 is going to be a really glorious day, because for one, I'm going to make sure that there's a spare save file for level 99. I think I'm going to use the second save file as the spare file, and then just only save to 1, but part of me doesn't want to do that. Well, I mean, you know what? Fuck it. Third spare save file. That's what I'll do. It'll probably be a heck of a lot safer to do it that way. And then that way I have a backup in case something gets corrupted. Not that I think it would, but you never know. I always like to err on the side of caution. Mainly because I spent over a decade working with technology. Not just because I enjoy working with technology for fun and as a hobby, but also for a living. Like, I was doing mostly like software stuff. Mostly software stuff. And oftentimes you end up with programming errors. Sometimes a computer just doesn't want to freaking connect to the network. Sometimes networking issues are a nightmare. Sometimes you have to play around in the what is it, in the network closet. I'm saying network a lot, holy shit. Sometimes you have to mess with the Ethernet cables, and let me tell you, holy crap, spaghetti. You gotta hope and pray. Godspeed to the network engineer in the office, because dude was funny, by the way. He had this habit of being able to teleport randomly. I say that, but I genuinely think that when you work in an IT department, you gain certain abilities, and one of them is avoiding teachers and such when you're trying to get things done. Because, to be fair, they want to get something fixed that is normally not fixable and stuff like that, and the field techs are busy trying to deal with the 9 million tickets that are going on. And sometimes one of the techs is out in the bow, or the network engineer, he's out in the field and trying to get stuff done. He has the amazing ability of just disappearing when he goes into a school. It is the coolest thing. I always jokingly, I think I actually joked during a whole meeting about that. The more I think about it, the more I was definitely the weird one of the office. No, there was probably someone weirder than me in the office. I just didn't realize it or pay attention because I was so locked in on my work for a long time. Wish I stayed locked in a little bit more on my work. God damn. Oh well. We'll see. We'll see. You know, I really am starting to think that maybe just a lack of peanut butter has been my problem this whole time. What is in peanut butter that is not in any other food? What is unique about it? Maybe I should do a search. I'm curious now, actually. Let's look up peanut butter. Oh, hey, there's a Rick Moranis search. What is unique about peanut butter? Not peanut butter. Jesus Christ. How did you do that? What is unique about peanut butter? What is special about peanut butter? I'm trying not to use AI overview searches for my results because it may drag from sources that might be accurate, but I cannot trust that. What scientific studies? I need to see, where is the scientific studies linking this? I want to see this. No. I don't want your cookies. Piss off. It cited the sources? Oh my god! I want to kiss the blogger on the mouth. That is nuts. Okay, so there's this blog that linked, like, that they actually linked their sources, the studies. I friggin' love that. Oh my gosh. Holy shit. Not actually, but marry me. Holy shit. Cite those sources. Holy shit. I'm so sorry. That's just incredible. It's just incredibly funny to me that I just got so excited about that. I'm gonna be real. I'm always real. Who am I kidding? But it is so satisfying when an article not only yeah, they make claims, but I freaking love when they back it up with sources, especially when that source is straight up an actual study. So friggin' good. That, I want to give them their preferred choice of, like, within reason, I'd like to give them a handshake. Holy crap. I don't know why that's so funny to me. I think it's just funny. No, the reaction is why I think it's funny. That's why. I love how I'm deconstructing my joke and what I'm laughing about. It makes it less funny when you deconstruct it. So, funny thing, about some point, probably halfway through the stream, or so, I will need to refill my water bottle. But the problem is that my water filter is slow as shit. So it's taking forever and a damn day to finish the filtering. So what I have to do when I want my damn filtered water is I have to open the lid of my water bottle, set it down. And then what I do is I pick up the I pick up the filter thing, because it's one of those ones, like, it's a big old, like, it's not a Brita, but it's this big old thing, and then it's got this small basin with the two filters there. And so I pick that thing up and hold it above the actual pitcher as I'm pouring the water in, so that way the filtered water can still drip, drip, drip into the pitcher. And I pour whatever's in the pitcher that I can fill my water bottle with, and then I put the filter back in and then refill the filtering thing. This has happened to me multiple times in the past few days, and it's kind of irritating me now. I want it to stop, but I think I have the timing off. My timing is wrong, and so I keep running into this problem. In fairness, I'm also drinking not an obscene amount of water because I'm not getting water toxicity. An obscene amount of water would be like a small bathroom full of water bottles. Full of little is it half liters? I don't know. Either way, that I don't drink enough for water toxicity. I drink enough to stay hydrated because I honestly only stay hydrated on water and occasionally a Powerade or two or something like that. I hardly even drink soda. To be fair with the soda thing or the pop thing, do some people call it fizz? I think some people call it fizz. That sounds like a really Midwestern thing. Anyway. Long story short. What the hell? Soda burns every time I hiccup. I get the hiccups and the burps, and then it burns the shit out of my nose, and I'm like, ow, because of the carbonation. And I'm just like, ow. Why am I doing this? Why am I drinking this? I got to re-experience that sensation the other day because I had some ginger ale. Because I was feeling kind of shitty. Because the crappy moments are a little bit more obvious as I start to get physically and mentally better. I notice when I'm feeling awful a lot more, like it's a lot more noticeable. So I try to put in effort to correct it or try to make it less, basically try to work it out and make myself feel better. So one of the things I decided to do the other day was to drink some ginger ale, and I just sipped away at it, gave myself some hiccup coughs that really hurt. Or more like hiccups and burps. Mostly burps. Powerful burps too. But it's a good stuff. Tastes way better at a high altitude though. The magic of being in an airplane and just drinking straight ginger ale is heavenly. Drinking water at a high altitude sucks. Mainly if it's from the airplane. I think maybe it's just the brand of water bottle that they pour from. But I don't even like ice in my ginger ale when I fly. I just drink it straight. Cuz it's good. It's so good when you're up high. 10,000 feet in the air. Sipping on ginger ale. Good stuff. Yeah. Funny thing, actually. Speaking of doing things to try to, like, alleviate whatever is bothering me and causing me issues, either mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, whichever. While I was trying to do the simple task of yard work, my brain was just like, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. I'm like, okay, am I actually, like, not wanting to do it because I just don't want it? Like, the thing that was the problem is just like, I just like, girl, buckle down and do it. This is something you just gotta do. You gotta take care of it. It'll be fine. You'll be happy about it in the end. It's just gonna take a while. That's all there is to it. And I proceeded to blast my music into my ears and think about how to resolve some storyline stuff. Because that is a constant problem. If you're a writer, you know exactly what I'm talking about, or if you've ever had to come up with a story or a backstory for a character, or was just trying to come up with something for an OC or something like that, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Trying to figure out, okay, how do I make the character do this and that, and how do I make it work, or something like that. Just those little things. It's a great distraction for me when my brain thinks it's the perfect time to give me existential crises back to back. Those are the nastiest ones, is the back-to-back ones. Those are not fun. But I managed to push myself to get through it. I think part of it was also just being a little bit nicer to myself. I gave myself some breaks. Like, I finished up the backyard and everything, and I sat down and it had a popsicle. I made sure I drank water. I gave some attention to one of my dogs who really, really likes being sprayed with the hose. So I played with her with the hose, dried her off and everything. She really liked it. She was really happy about it. Just took some nice little breaks for breathers so then I wouldn't overheat myself and wouldn't crash and burn. The other thing was also I have once again reduced my app timer on TikTok another 15 minutes, so now instead of 2 hours and 45 minutes, it's 2 hours and 30 minutes. Because I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to wait for me to habitually go under 2 hours and 45 minutes. I'm just going to push it myself. I'm going to push the damn button myself because I want it to be less. So yeah, it's going to be less than 19 hours now, I think. Let me do some math calculations. So 2.5 hours. Out of 7. What is with me and not being able to do simple math with fractions? Come on, brain, you can do this. It's literally just 2.5 times 7. Girl, what's 5 and 7? 35. Boom, done. Carry the 3. 2 and 7, 14. Plus 3, 17. Boom, there you go. 17.5. That's the max amount of hours that I will be ever on TikTok for the rest of the week. Well, for the rest of however long it takes for me to eventually reduce the number. There, boom. Good lord. I started overcomplicating it, so I had to kind of yell at myself. I hope that didn't sound too mean to me. I'm trying to be nicer to myself. It's something that I'm working on. It's honestly a good habit to have, to be nice to yourself, because you're the one who has to tell you to do things. And if you've ever had a really crappy boss or manager or crappy teacher that's just really mean to you and you just really don't want to do anything for them, it's kind of the same thing. If you're nicer to yourself, you're going to want to do stuff for yourself more and take care of yourself more and things like that. Obviously, easier said than done. Totally understand. Way easier said than done. I can attest to that wholeheartedly. But it's a process. And yeah. Did I? Yeah. I was gonna say, did I mention that I went to see the Hadestown Pro Shot in theaters? I think I mentioned it during the Dream Drop Distance Day, but this is honestly the better time and place to talk about all sorts of random things. God, the Pro Shot was so freaking good. I'm sad that I waited until the last day, but to be fair, I didn't realize that it had started, because it was from like the 23rd to the 29th of July. And I just didn't have time to be able to go, and I finally had time to squeeze in on the last day, and I was just like, you know what, fuck it, we ball, let's go. I even got the ticket online from the theater to make sure that I was not going to back out. It was kind of cool to pick up my ticket from there. Whoa, honey, do not go through that door. Don't do that. You would have to die and then reset some of your progress. Let's not do that. I love theater productions. They are so cool. The amount of effort that it takes to like make all the motions and stuff. Like, for example, the lamp swinging during Wait For Me, the first iteration. Holy shit, that was so freaking cool. And also watching the segments of the stage that were moved in at first slowly back out for transitioning into Hades Town instead of the little station at the beginning. That was mind-blowing. I was just like, yo! Also the turntable. The turntable did such an amazing amount of work for a lot of the scenes. I can only imagine what it looks like for when the actors have to... I wonder what the blocking is like for when your theater doesn't have a turntable stage. That's gotta be really crazy. That's gotta be real crazy. But it was so good. It was a little bit difficult because my brain was like, oh, I wanna go some. I'm like my brain was doing the how long is it thing, and I'm like, oh man, my attention span is totally shot. It's like it was like 2 hours and 30 minutes. My attention span is totally messed up. It really depresses me. I need to work on that. I really should work on that. Good lord. I need to make myself watch Lord of the Rings again. The entirety of the extended editions. Maybe not all in one day, but definitely at least one movie in a day. We used to watch those a lot when I was growing up. We just sit down, watch Lord of the Rings in the day. Make little observations. There was this one time, I can't remember the exact context, but we decided, I think it was my sister and I. My sister and I, we decided to watch Lord of the Rings, but with the actors' commentary, which was the best and worst decision of our lives because we got to Return of the King, and it was either Billy Boyd or Dominic Monaghan who said, when Hugo Weaving's character, Elrond, when he like pulls back the hood, he says, "It's that guy from the Matrix," and I don't know why that was so funny to me. I did a whole spit take, and the couch was not fabric, it was leather, and so there was a little light water stain on it forever after that because I spit take everywhere like a moron. I'm just like, thanks man, really appreciate it. It might have been Dominic Monaghan because I think I would, no, maybe, I don't know. Either way, thanks. Oh my goodness. That entire trilogy is so gorgeous, and it is in my top favorites for special effects, just for the amount of there's so much pre-production in that film, holy crap. And the amount of work that the Weta Workshop did for a lot of the props and the miniatures and filming, and then the computer models for the armies. That was so cool. It's still forever one of the coolest things ever. I need to stretch out so my poor back doesn't kill me on purpose. I've noticed a decline in my physical health, and unfortunately it seems to be that my hips have decided that they are going to be the deterioration. I'm like a German Shepherd. I have hip dysplasia or some shit. If you have a purebred German Shepherd, or just if you've like learned up about dogs, purebred German Shepherds have a habit of having really bad hips, and they have this thing called hip dysplasia, and it messes up their hip. It's usually one or the other. Purebred dogs and their damn health problems. Trying to give myself a little stretch while I take a little bit of damage. I should probably get at him again. There we go. Hey, would you look at that? We went from 33,000 to 32,000, so that's about 1,000 XP already. I think we started off at like 33 something, because we had straight up 34,000 for the level. And then it's just kind of escalated from there, I think. Really? It was like he was brushing Roxas's hair. Not actually doing any damage. Like I could see some hints of damage, but it was just not there. I was kind of getting a little disappointed. Nice. And this is the part of the stream where I start to just relax and chill. Slowly but surely start to doze off for actually a perfectly reasonable reason, because I was, like I said, I was up till 1 AM last night. At least it wasn't like that one time the other day where I was like up since 4 in the morning. Just like 20 hours without sleep. That was god awful. I had to make sure that I stayed up that entire time so then I could actually sleep through the night. I still don't remember what it was that caused me to not sleep. Other than my own hubris. Pardon the burp. Maybe it was existential horror again. Okay, I don't know how, but I think I clenched my jaw in the past 20 minutes. Because I feel a slight headache coming on, which is really insane because I know I've been talking this entire time. Have I been giving myself headaches? From talking. Oh, straighten up, honey. Oh, God. You know what? I'm gonna sit on the edge of the seat instead. That'll force me to not fold. And also force me to sit up straight instead of shrimp mode. I cannot be shrimp mode! We cannot do shrimp mode today! Shrimp mode is not okay for me. My god. I was perusing through my phone the other day because I'm like, hey, maybe I actually recorded something of like a cooking video. No, I did not. I took a bunch of pictures and I thought, and for some reason at the time of taking the pictures of the process would be sufficient. No, I don't like it. I do not like it at all. So maybe, just maybe, if I do another recipe, I'll record it. Not the waffles though. I ain't recording the waffles. Maybe I should record the waffles. Or maybe not. I haven't decided yet, okay? Oh, the waffles are very personal to me. I'm off key. And off count. Holy crap. I love when I get distracted by music. It's my favorite. Alright, lean back. My poor hips. Man, that fall on the stairs was not worth it. Because it only fixed it for a few days and then afterwards it just... It's my own fault. I'm not doing as much as I normally do. I'm very intermittent about my physical well-being, and that's a problem. It's a big problem that I need to correct urgently. It's mainly just to make sure that I can stay mobile. Oh, cool. Perfect. Like a glove. I don't think that's actually the right word, but you know what? I'm using it. I believe it's phrase. That instance was not the right word. I got thinking just now about my imagination growing up of thinking, man, it'd be so cool to be able to lay on the clouds. Because in like a lot of the children's movies growing up, there was always the fantastical idea of being able to fly and then landing on the cloud to sit and watch below. Meanwhile, if you actually fly up through a cloud, you're just gonna get soaked. You're gonna be so cold and damp because the water is really chilly up there. Because it evaporated and then it condensated. And eventually, when enough is gathered, it will precipitate. And there's actually a fourth step somewhere in the cycle, but I don't remember what it was. Okay. So, fun fact, growing up, we did a little bit of homeschool growing up from, like, basically for mostly kindergarten, preschool era of my life. And you might be surprised, but I actually learned quite a bit and did really well in math and stuff. We did math work. My parents were very on top of actually making sure we got a good education. It was very important to my parents that we got a good education. So we did math books, math problems and stuff like that. We learned word parts, the Foursquare method for writing an essay. We did art stuffs, we learned about history. And, where was I going with this? Oh, earth science as well, with, like, including the water cycle and other things. And so my mom was quizzing my sister and I. I was like, okay, what's the water cycle? And in my rush to be the first to answer, I said evaporation, constipation, and participation. So, in short, nothing has changed from my inability to get the right words out of my brain. It's just always been like that. However, in the case of purposeful getting words wrong, we may have done that. Specifically, we were learning about the colonization of South America, specifically the Spaniard conquistadors, including the really shitty guy, Hernando Cortez. We had recently watched one of the Spy Kids movies in the week. And, you know, there's Gregorio Cortez, the big old spy dad, played by Antonio Banderas. We love him. He's gorgeous. So is Carla Gugino. But anyway, Antonio Banderas, keep that in mind. Who plays Gregorio Cortez. Hopefully, I'm gonna repeat that. Antonio Banderas plays Gregorio Cortez. I said that again because I saw the blip happen. Freaking OBS, you little shit. So we had watched Spy Kids earlier that week, and so my mom was quizzing us on who it was. And we knew it was Hernando Cortez, but we were giggly and silly, as little children are. And we would not stop laughing as we answered Gregorio Cortez. We knew it was a Cortez. We knew it was Hernando. We knew it was Hernando. Nope. Nope. Purposely answering wrong because we thought it was really funny. Oh, man. I think we also had flashcards for learning words and stuff like that. Learning to read. And there were two specific cards. The flashcards just were double-sided, not for any specific purpose, just to have more words, like, you know, not use up paper. So on one side of one of the cards was the word purple, and on the other side was cow. This was funny to my sister and I. And we also paired it with another word, which was another flashcard, which was one side said orange, and the other said but, as in like, but this is how it was, or you know, basically there was only one T. But since it's a same, is it a homophone? I always mix up homophones, homonyms, and shoot, I think there's another one. Basically, same pronunciation, different spelling. But because the word was like that, and because kids, you know, they think butt jokes are funny, so we were just laughing our asses off, haha, saying haha, purple cow, orange butt. It's still funny to me. The joy and wonder of a child's humor. But those were fun little things just from the homeschooling era. Us kids were, my sister and I were pretty lucky about our homeschooling education. It's not always the case with a lot of folks. A lot of folks get some really unbalanced homeschool education. Some actually do get some balanced education. It really depends on the state. It really depends on the state and the standards. Yeah. Yeah, education was really important in our house. Like, my mom and my dad, I think mostly my mom, she would read to us kids when we were growing up. She would read to us, like, read along, and we'd read the book with her, and I mean, I'm pretty sure that's how we learned to read, is because she would read aloud to us, and we would learn what the words were and what they meant, and so forth. We were pretty avid readers growing up. I kind of lost my avidness of reading in middle school because I accidentally broke the habit. In fairness, it's because I treated myself to the same standards as the other kids at school, because I could not find my stupid student ID, and you needed that to check out your book. I was a library assistant, and technically I didn't need to do that. I could get away with doing that, but I couldn't. Like, if another kid couldn't check out a book because they didn't have their student ID with them, who am I to do that for myself? I'm gonna hold myself to the same standard. That's what I meant to say. So I ended up not reading for a little while, and that kind of killed my habit of properly reading, and I really wish I hadn't done that. For once in my life, I should have gone with the taking up the privilege thing. I also should have just found my damn ID. That probably would have worked better. Silly me. I was a silly kid who wanted to be honest, alright? I was always told be honest, honesty is a good thing. And then I've grown up over time and learned that sometimes you really should not be honest with folks about certain things. And it really sucks to learn that. I still try to be honest in my dealings and stuff like that. That's why every once in a while I think, maybe I can do this sort of thing for content. And I'm like, hell nah, I ain't doing that shit. It ain't worth it. I want to have fun. Do I want attention too? Of course I do. I have a complicated relationship with attention. I want it and I don't want it. I'm like a dog that keeps holding the ball and is like, no take, only throw. And it's just like, I can't throw the ball if it's in your mouth. Dog, drop the damn ball. It's the same thing. Can't get attention if you don't put yourself out there. Ah, silly, silly things. Yeah. Back to the education thing. Also, growing up, my parents, especially my mom, made sure to get these little learning computer games. A lot of the games that we had growing up were all learning games. We had a Sesame Street themed one. We had a Madeline themed one. There were some other ones where you solved mysteries with mathematics and geography and stuff. It was really cool. I don't know if any of them still work. I'll have to give it a try. I'll have to. If I do that though, I'm gonna have to do some jury rigging with the old desktop, and I mean the old desktop, like the XP one. Okay, what I could do, I'm thinking about how to go about this. What I could do is I could hook up the... No, I think I'd need a different adapter. Shit, I would need a third adapter. Ah! The idea would be to hook up the television screen to the old desktop to become the monitor, and then have my oh wait, the capture card would need to be plugged into the old desktop instead of the television. I think that's how it would need to go. Yeah, because it would need... Okay, the capture card would need to pass through... Yep, I would need another adapter. God damn! I would need a second VGA to HDMI adapter because I am plagued with Wait. Yeah, I'm plagued with VGA. I am so plagued with it, it's actually freaking ridiculous. Wait, can this television do VGA? Hang on. Let me look at the input menus. Yep. VGA is a thing. That's awesome. So I could just straight up hook up a VGA cable to the television. Never mind, we're good. Oh wait, I still need that for the capture card. I'm a dumbass. Oh, that's too funny actually. Okay. My problems are solved. Okay. Oh, that's so freaking funny, actually. I would have to do some weird shenanigans to do the dual PC setup to be able to record those old games, but that would be really fun to do that. Ouch. The ouchies are necessary though, because I need to get to half health or less to get more XP from these guys. Let me just sit on the edge of the seat, and then I can lean back and get the full benefit of not folding my goddamn legs. Okay, there we go. I was like, okay, I know damn well I did not take out two at once this time. Maybe I'll drink one of my Powerades again. Because, like, water is necessary, but I think I need a little bit more oomph in my hydration. As I always say, hydrate or dihydrate. My hip needs to stop screaming at me! Please! Okay, I'm gonna stand up and do a big stretch. Try to fix my stupid back. Ah! My spine is being the worst right now. I'm down to two of these suckers. And then I gotta chop up the plastic so that it is not a problem. Oh, into the wall I go. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Gonna need both hands to be able to turn the lid and not explode Powerade. Mm-hmm. Perfect. One hand on the controller, the other on the Powerade, and... Yep, I needed that. Holy shit. I can always tell when I need to actually drink some. Because the Powerade only tastes good when I need it. Otherwise, I'm like, I don't really need it. I don't need much of it, though, today. I don't think any. Or maybe I need to stop refrigerating it. It might not taste as good refrigerated because you can't taste it when it's cold. There we go, much better. Yeah, I'm gonna dodge that one. I'm gonna wait for that one to come back. I'm not going anywhere near that door. Oh wait, I can just set this down. What am I doing? I probably shouldn't have done that. That's okay. Oh shit! Hang on a second, I have to respond to this. There we go. Being a participant in the universe is hard sometimes. It requires an immense amount of focus, and also participating on your damn streams is also important. Oh my god. My hip is friggin' really pissing me off today. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la da da. Ba da 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 da. Whee! Oh hey, we're at 31,000 now. We were at 32,000 earlier. We've gone through about 2,000 and something XP. Hell yeah! Let's go! We're on a roll. I'm actually feeling a lot better. Huh. I don't know what I did, but I feel better. Maybe it's just getting back into my routine of streaming and stuff like that, and also switching up the song thing. Because I've been meaning to do that. It'll show up on the VOD once I publish it. But I've been meaning to change the start stream song for a while. It still is like 2 minutes or so, but I've shaved off about 12 seconds just by switching the song alone. And also I really like the new screen. And I'm really proud of myself for messing with the layers and saving 2 separate versions of the entire thing. So then I could separate the layers and then sandwich the little star thing between them. It's the best. It's the best. I love it. I just realized the Twitch stream watchers, they can watch the beginning of the stream if they missed it on the VOD. But YouTube watchers, they can just time travel while the stream is live. Each platform has its perks and its downsides, honestly. That's why I'm streaming on both of them, because, yeah. Also because the second I realized I had the ability to multi-stream without some weird shenanigans, by God, I was gonna take it. Because then I don't have to decide between being a Twitch streamer or a YouTube streamer, I can do both. Unless I manage to get some sort of contract that restricts me to one platform, then I would have to not do that. But I think if things worked out, I would probably be able to find a way to make it work for multi-streaming. I think I'd be able to do it. It really depends on what it is and how I get to that point. I should ask someone I know of about how they handle multi-streaming on like a bunch of different platforms if they're restricted from Twitch and YouTube. Because that'd be a really interesting thought. Because I know of a couple of streamers, they stream, like one of them streams mostly YouTube and then also like streams it on TikTok, but like obviously not like horizontal vertical format. And then another one in the same circle primarily streams on Twitch, but also has TikTok streaming going. So is it just in the short form section, or if it's... Huh. That's always the question, isn't it? It's a tricky deal. It's definitely a tricky deal. Who knows? I've been thinking recently, and then this is just me personally, I've been thinking occasionally about like finding a way to get word out that I'm doing this stupidly insane project. And then I get scared because I don't want to get banned from any forums for advertising or something like that. Because, you know, they don't want people to spam and stuff, so I totally understand. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to break the rules and self-post stuff like that. But I'm like, I want to tell somebody about this insane thing I've been doing for months now. Technically, I started 8 years ago. I don't remember what the timestamp is anymore. I can look at it, though, because I still have the VODs. I have the VODs saved on the Twitch side and in my hard drive. And then with the YouTube, and then since I started streaming on YouTube. Because it streams direct. Does it slightly delay? Yes. Is Twitch the primary one? Yeah. Could I probably switch it from being the primary? Probably, but I really don't want to play chicken with gravity. That makes no sense, but it makes sense to me, okay? The point is, sometimes they're shenanigans and they will shenanigan. I just remembered, I still have some, like, temporary tattoo markers. They're basically just skin-safe markers that you can draw on yourself with, and then it sticks around until it washes off or something like that. Thinking of practicing drawing, give myself a really sick temporary tat. I don't know what I'd do. Yeah. On the bright side, since it's temporary, I don't have to worry about it staying there forever. That's one of the things where I'm like, with tattoos, like, a lot of it was me just being brought up in a religion that was like no tattoos or anything like that. You know, they're like, don't disfigure your body with multiple piercings and tattoos. And I'm like, okay, now I don't care anymore. But also, with tattoos, I wouldn't even know what to get. I would want it to be something that meant something to me, while at the same time, I wouldn't look back at it and regret it years later because some idiot, whoever produced the media, disappointed me. That's the sort of deal that I would have to work with. And I wouldn't want to put words on my body. I would only do symbols. I could also just be cliche as hell. It actually... Okay. This is an idea, but it'd be really cool to have like a tree that goes down the arm, so the base is on the shoulder, and it goes down and branches like stops at the forearm, short of the hand. That way I can wear long sleeves and do corporate shenanigans. Oh well, things have gotten better over the years, and then like have the roots kind of spread out a little bit from the shoulder. That'd be sick, but that would be such a long ass tattoo. That would take so friggin' long. And also, I'm a big wimp with the needles and the pokies. I think I have a lower pain tolerance. I actually got to see one of my friends get a tattoo. I was there with them for the first time for their first tat. It was really fun. I was like, "Does it hurt?" And they were like, "Nope, doesn't hurt at all." I'm like, "Damn, that's cool." It was a really cool experience. I really liked it. It was awesome. But yeah, I think just because I'm a big old wimp about needles and stuff like that, and also I would need to make sure that the tat is in a spot that I can actually properly reach and take care of it and stuff like that. And I wouldn't know what design to pick. I'm just chill with just drawing on myself with the body markers. I think I'm content with that. Now hair dye. Hair dye I'll go ballistic with for fun. Speaking of, I still have some green hair dye that I haven't poked around with for a while. I think I might wait for the fall or winter season to play with it again. I waited for a bit just because I needed to update my passport a while ago. I did take care of it, don't worry. It doesn't look cursed, thank God. It was a pain in the ass to try to get a good passport photo. I had to hang up a sheet on a doorway to be able to do it online. It was so freaking funny. That's the updating a passport online experience. It was worth it though. I'm really glad I got it over with and taken care of, because then it doesn't expire and then I don't have to do the whole ass application again. I can just renew it and it's renewed, bada bing, bada boom, done. Boom. Amazing. It was a grand old time. It was also kind of fun trying to look as professional as possible and so forth. I dream of a day where I can actually give myself a really nice passport photo, but it was not that day. The one that I have is adequate, at least, and it passed the examination and stuff, so. Cool! But my face hasn't changed and probably won't change unless something absolutely horrendous happens to me. In which case I will try to make the most of it, but my face has very much not changed much and does not change. And if someone is like, "Is that really you?" I can just take off my glasses and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, okay, that's definitely the same one in the photo." Okay, cool. Cool stuff. Oh, but maybe I'll wait for a little bit. Wait till the weather cools down before I start playing with hair dye again. Or maybe I should just play with hair dye tonight. I haven't had my hair... The last time I did my hair green, it didn't go well. I think instead, this time, I'm just gonna take a chunk and just do only a chunk of hair green. And then keep it in as long as possible before I wash it out. I think that would be the best course of action. Maybe I'll just do like one side front piece. I'm still thinking about putting blue streaks in my hair. That'd be so cool. It's such a 2000s era or 90s era thing to just have like just little streaks of bright color in the hair. But I always thought that was the coolest thing growing up, and now that I think about it, why the hell didn't I choose that to be my first thing in college? Instead I went for a black box dye. It's a canon event, okay? It's a canon event for people who grew up blonde that eventually they dye their hair black with box dye and then it takes forever to get it out. It was totally worth it though. I genuinely liked it. I loved how it looked. I did miss a few spots and I joked about it looking like the Minecraft block Gilded Blackstone. I almost thought about doing that intentionally the next time I did that, just leaving a few streaks completely untouched by the dye, so then that way it would look like little slivers of gold peeking out. That was a fun time. I looked at some old photos the other day, speaking of those. And, like, there was this one point where my hair was cut in a certain way that I really liked. This was when I still had my hair dyed black. But I loved how I looked. I've taken more selfies of myself with short hair than I ever have with long hair. And the only time I like how my hair looks when it's longer is when it's in a ponytail and maybe a little bit of strands to frame my face. Just that. Otherwise, ponytail. There are very rare occasions where I'm like, oh, hey, my hair actually kind of looks nice when it's down. But it's super rare occasions. Otherwise, I've liked my hair short. It's fun, and I can be slightly lazy. Also, one of my favorite things to do when my hair was super short was I would just stick my head in the sink and wash it on the days where I just couldn't frickin' function and really needed to at least wash my hair. It was so funny. I would just stick my head under the sink and wash my hair and all that. With longer hair, it's better to just do that in the bathtub or the shower, or just shower. Okay, it's easier to stick your head under a bathtub faucet than it is, because if it's just a straight up shower, you just have to straight up take a shower. Whee! But yeah, the privilege of having short hair is being able to stick your head under a faucet to wash your hair instead, in the sink. Man, I missed the timestamp of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Darn it. Alright, let's get some damage here from these fellas. I think my stream endurance has gotten a lot better over the past few months. Cause I'm like, damn. Like I'm thinking, damn, time is flying. Either that or I'm having a grand old time despite the fact that I'm still here. I am still here in the pits. I will be so happy to never see this freaking place again after I'm done with this. If I ever have to restart KH2, I will cry just looking at this freaking room. I'm not joking. Okay, I probably won't cry now that I think about it. I'll probably just think dread, and then my brain might start autopiloting, and I'll start trying to grind for level 99, and then I'll get like partway through the back and forth and be like, wait a minute, I can just go and beat up Twilight Thorn now. And then I'll wonder why the hell I did that. It'll take a while for me to break the habit of the half health or less. Which is another reason why I'm very glad that I'm also having Thursdays be my I do a different game so then I don't go crazy day. It's 2 days in a row of this, and then the last day of the week I do something else. Which currently is Dream Job Distance. What do you mean? What do you mean? Girl! Oh, bread slices. I think I need to do something. Girly Pop, I need you to type faster. I am begging you to type faster, holy shit. Ma'am. Okay, chat, 1 second. I'm gonna give you the be right back screen because this is actually something really important that I gotta square away. Really important. Alright, there we go, cool. Problems are all solved. Wait a minute, that does not need to be in my pocket. That needs to be out of my pocket. It needs to go back to... My phone needs to go back to doing its job. Its real job. Which is babysitting my stream. Alright, we're back. Excelente. Where are we? Where are we? I will accept the possibility that I miss, 3 things and just live with it. I won't know, but that's okay. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I took him out. Yes, I did take them out. Plot twist, I didn't actually take them out, and I just lied to myself on purpose to make it so that my brain wouldn't go crazy. That is something I would have to do, unfortunately. Oh hey, we're gonna get about 3,000-ish XP today. Then we're gonna get 4,000. Maybe 5,000. I'm just kidding. Let's just try to have fun. The point is that we get ever so closer to level 99 each time we do this. Whew. Oh, chilly. Just got a random chill. Okay, that's not actually true. That is not a random chill. It is called, I drank something very cold and then my body reacted to it by shivering. That's what it was. I could be wrong, but I have a sneaking suspicion that I need to not sit down at all, because I feel like that's the only way to stop my legs from hurting, which you would think that my legs would hurt from standing. Oh no. No, unfortunately, I have turned into a sedentary being, and that has become a detriment to my health and wellness. So I'm going to stand for the rest of the stream and just work on practicing my idle animation for when I eventually go to a Ren fair and pretend to be an NPC the entire time. I don't know if I'm actually going to do that, but it'd be pretty funny if I did. I can still keep an eye on things. Oh my god, actually, it does feel better to be on my feet. What the heck? I need to pace more. Or maybe, just maybe, I should play some Dance Dance Revolution again. Maybe I should do that. I just thought about this. Well, then again, I probably wouldn't stream it anyway, so I could use my laptop to record the Dance Dance Revolution playtime. I mean, I know how to set it up, too. All I'd have to do is just set it up so that way it doesn't crash or anything like that. And then, yeah. I know where the adapter is. I could just stick the adapter in, plug in my laptop and everything, set it up with the PS2. I could probably, yeah, I could do it. It'd be a piece of cake. I think I'd have to steal one of my HDMI cables to do the full adaptation, but I think I have a spare HDMI cable just laying around right now. Yep, I do. Your girl is prepared. Hell yeah. Ba ba da ba ba da ba ba. Ba da ba 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 da da. Ba ba da ba 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 da ba da 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 da. Da 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 dum da 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 Sorry. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm never sorry when I start randomly singing a tune on stream or humming a tune or lyricking a tune. I don't even know. What are you looking at, pup? What crimes are being committed that I must investigate? There was this one really short period of time where I considered switching my college major to forensic science. This was during the era where I could still tolerate watching forensic files without having any issues. I can't do that anymore. But I did seriously consider it at some point. It was a very fascinating idea. I still wish I went into mathematics instead. I think I would have had more fun. I should have dropped... You know what I should have done? I should have dropped out of college, given myself time to think, earn some more money, rethink my strategy in life, and then once I finally figured out what the hell my problem was, then, after years, because you know what, I rushed myself and I shouldn't have done that, then I probably would have decided years later, hey, maybe I should, instead of doing computer science, be a mathematics major. And you know what? I bet I would have had a hell of a lot of fun doing that. I probably would have had a blast. I would have been playing with numbers all damn day. I would have been the most annoying person in the universe, and I probably would have gotten a master's in meteorology or some shit. Been the coolest weather girl on the block. Technically, I could still do that. Nothing's stopping me. Except my own self. I mean, there are free courses, and then if I go through the course and decide to pay for the certificate, I could totally do that. I think Harvard does free courses. I don't know how it works. I know it at least works in the US. I don't know how it works internationally. But it could be done. It'd be pretty sick. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah. I could still do it. I could still learn. All I have to do is sign myself up and go through the course and keep to it and do the work and complete it. It can be done. It's doable. It's possible. The only thing that holds me back is myself. That's the case for a lot of things. That reminds me, I need to write a holiday chapter for this. I'm gonna be real. I totally write fanfic, and there's a chapter that I'm trying to write. I haven't gotten started on it, but basically, it's just gonna be a nice little holiday get-together chapter before everything goes to shit again. Just something nice for the characters. You know, something fun. I like writing. It's fun. I like writing stories. I like playing with characters like they're dolls. Isn't that pretty much how power scaling is? You play with the characters like dolls and just like, this character's stronger, no, this character's stronger, no, this character's stronger. It's fun. You know? It's fun. Crossovers are fun. Yeah, I need to be on my feet a hell of a lot more. Maybe I should stand at my desk when I'm writing too tonight. Because I know damn well I'm going to probably write instead of edit, and I cannot edit crouch down. And my knees are not what they used to be, so I can't just walk around on my knees and shred the shit out of my pants. That's what I used to do all the time when I was growing up. I would always have holes in the knees. Because I was just crawling everywhere because it was fun. I was one of those weird kids where, like, we did, like, wolf packs or cat clans or whatever. It was mostly wolf packs, but with a little blend of warrior cat stuff going on. It was fun. So many shredded knees, man. So many shredded knees. It also meant that the shredded knee pants couldn't be worn at middle school because they're like, You can't have pants with rips in them. And it's like, I don't rip these on purpose, honey. These babies are ripped au natural by me. Crawling around pretending to be a wolf. Ow. Oh, man. You know what's the funniest thing? I'm just thinking about how the fact I'm probably gonna be like, oh, why did I say all that? Either later tonight or late tomorrow. Because I'm like, I'm vibing, I'm feeling good, I'm chatting away, talking a lot about stuff. And I'm probably gonna have that, oh man, why did I do and say all that in the morning type thing. Which brings up another fun thing about myself. I was once told, and I don't know, I'm not sure anymore if this was an insult or a compliment. I really don't know. I could probably ask the friend and be like, okay, this is probably digging up something like super ancient, but did you mean it as a compliment or an insult when you said, I could be in a room full of high and drunk people as the only sober one and still hold a conversation with everyone? I don't know if that was an insult or not. I took it as a compliment because honestly, that just means that I know how to have fun and loosen up and chill out without having to get buzzed or high. I don't have to do any of that. I can just be silly all by myself. I can just goof around all by myself. And you know, probably one of the reasons why I can goof around like this on stream is because I don't have a camera watching my every move. So I can just do all sorts of silly shit. You have no idea what I'm doing right now. I could be doing sit-ups. I could be doing push-ups. Actually, you would know if I was doing push-ups. You would be able to tell pretty instantly. But you know what I was actually doing when I said that? I was doing little windmill arms. Not too high though, because I don't want to high-five the ceiling fan. Again. Let me tell you. You ever hit your hand on a ceiling fan? Ow. The worst. Yeah, I can tell I'm actually doing a lot better. What the hell did I do differently? Is it literally just changing up... I think it's literally just changing up the stream intro song. I think that was literally it. That's all I did, and I feel fantastic about it. Not that I hate the other one. I love the other one. It's great. I am mourning the fact that I can't do any modification and I can't cut out the freaking Morse code thing at the end anymore because stupid BandLab broke the instrument that is the primary melody, not the primary melody, but it is a very important, actually it is the primary melody. It's what sets the tone. And it just does that. And it's horrible. I hate it. I hate it so... Oh my god, I could go back into the versions and get rid of... Oh my god. Holy shit. I can go back into the versions from before and dig it up. I can dig up the old version without the Morse code. Yes! Oh my gosh. I forgot about that. I forgot about that neat little feature. Fuck yeah. That means I don't have to completely get rid of it. I just have to, well, I mean, I'm going to keep around the jazz session one. Fun fact about today's opening stream song. That little jazz session song was made when I was in the fit of rage. It was the jazz session that I did when I was dealing with the external hard drive issues and having to, I don't think defrag it, it was the check disk. When I was doing the check disk thing with the hard drive because it broke and I lost a couple of files because of that. It all ended up working out. Huzzah! That was such a funny video to fix too. I'm glad I was able to fix it too. God, that would sucked if I couldn't fix it. I think I would have cried if I couldn't fix it. I'm thinking of also making, I should probably start that compilation of me getting wrecked by Xemnas. So then when I do eventually try to beat up Xemnas and eventually win, I can get the rest of the video done and out as soon as I beat him. It'll take a while though. Because I'm kind of scared that I might actually have to push myself to very uncomfortably close to level 99 before I beat him. And I don't want to do that. I want to beat him before that. I want the achievement to pop up on this file. For this file, I want the achievement to pop up. The day I get to level 99, that achievement pops up, and then we can say, yeah, let's go. We can rock and roll. It'd be great. Okay, doing some steps. Back and forth. This is so funny. I hope this works in helping my poor legs not be such pains. Because I was in a lot of pain earlier today. Because I was trying to rest after tanking all of my internal energy. Just completely killed my entire energy pool. So I was just laying down on my bed, and I'm like, damn, this is actually kind of hurting my legs by laying on the bed too long. And I'm like, well, crap. This is a problem. I'm trying to rest here, and I can't rest properly because my legs are hurting from just laying down because I'm probably laying wrong, or it's because I've been laying around so damn much that I'm probably going to give myself bed sores if I ain't careful. Wouldn't that be funny if that's the actual reason why my hips are killing me? Unfortunately, I am not secure, my hips do lie. I'm pretty sure there's actually some sort of other alternate meaning to the hips don't lie thing that I probably shouldn't joke about the hips do lie. But you know what? You get it. Okay, we're taking it literally. Ooh, I should not stand like that. That actually hurts. Okay, why am I doing no damage? Die. There we go. Got him. Sorry about that, chat. Funny thing, I was poking through my phone earlier, and I actually found a recording of when I was listening to the radio, because on the radio, out of nowhere, the Friends theme started playing. Like, the entirety of the full song, like, not just, like, the first verse and the chorus. It even continued on into the second verse, and I'm like, what the heck is going on here? I wonder how the song was known before it became the Friends theme song. So no one told you life was gonna be this way. We're not doing that again. I already did that on the Aqua stream. I don't need to do it a third time. It was only once time before, dear. Not 3. Oh, I messed up the rhythm. Damn it. Not me humming the elf score. It's a pretty good score, actually. Maybe I should sit down and listen to the score for the film, actually. That'd be kind of fun. Oh, Oh, I wonder if the score soundtrack for Star Wars is on CD somewhere. That'd be kind of cool to find out. Ow! That didn't actually hurt. I do apologize for punching the mic for the umpteenth time. It'd be fun to listen to the Star Wars soundtrack. Woo! 29,000, dear. Thank you. But yay! I don't think I'm gonna stop at 2 hours. I think I'm gonna go a little bit further than that. Like 2 hours. I'm not gonna stop at 2 hour game time. I think I'm gonna go further. Just a little further. We'll see how I feel. So I'm gonna play by ear. Just a little bit of playing by ear. Pardon. What the hell warranted a burp, actually? Oh, okay. Never mind. I figured it out. Speaking of, I'm gonna need to make myself some food later. And I should probably not make it something that takes like 40 minutes to cook, so lasagna's out. And I don't want to eat too much. I could eat another peanut butter sandwich, but I'm kind of not eating as much as I normally do, which is probably not a good sign. Uh-oh. Wait, what the? Hey, don't turn around. You're not done yet. Maybe I'll eat a fruit or something, like an apple. Apples are good. Maybe I'll eat a handful of pretzels. No, that's even worse. See, I had a couple of pork chops and some potatoes and broccoli left, but the problem is I only had proportionally enough for one pork chop. And that's a genuine problem because, unfortunately, that was too much pork chop to eat 2 of them, but I also didn't want to eat a pork chop by itself, but I could have just made potatoes. I'm a fool. I'm a fool. You know what I could do? Is I could preheat the oven. And then, actually, yeah. Come with me, chat. You get to come with me while I preheat the oven. And, prep the tray. Because I can hear pretty well. I can, as long as I can hear the sound in my ears, that lets me know that you can still hear me. Just let me put my plastic. Oh my god, I really hope that the recycling gets picked up this week. Holy shit. Alright, next step. Preheat the oven to a scorching 425 degrees. I already burnt my hand on it earlier this week. Actually, no, not this week, this month. Which is amazing because we're only 3 days into the month. And I already burned my hand in the oven. This is not a regular occurrence, by the way. If you are hearing anything in the background, that would be Kung Fu Panda. Ever present. Ever in my life. And this is how I make sure that the cleaning process is not a problem. Sweet, sweet aluminum foil. Or aluminium, if you're annoying. I don't care if it's aluminium. Aluminum sounds better. Aluminium makes you sound pretentious. Sometimes you really gotta... Oh, hey, it spelled aluminum on the freaking side of this, so ha. Eat it. Not the... Don't eat the foil, actually. Alrighty, there we go. That should be adequate. There we go. Now I just gotta eventually wait and listen for the telltale beep beep beep, whether it's before or after the stream ends. That is to be determined by time and space. Why did I almost walk backwards on the stairs? That was a bad idea. Alright. Not the oven preheating, the walking backwards on the stairs thing. Alright, let's continue. We've got things to do. Oh wow, we're already gonna get down to 28,000. We were at 33,000 and something at the beginning of the stream, right? Let me take a quick look back. Let me just do a little time travel. Sorry, chat. I know this is annoying whenever I do this. Okay, it's gonna be a 16. So okay, 33,974 is where we were at after taking out 2 dusks. Let me just do a quick mathematics equation while we're here. I'll bring it up on the app instead. So 33,974. The only reason I'm doing this on the stream is because, okay, it ends in a 0 though. Let me turn on the calculator thing. 33,974 plus 16. Okay, yes. Okay, yes, I did remember it was 33,990. That is so funny that I actually kind of remembered it. I didn't remember enough of it though. Girl. And then minus. And then where are we currently at? Just out of curiosity. 29,126. Oh, we are killing it tonight. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I'm turning off the calc for now, but you know what? Let's do it. Let's do this to this. We are totally. If we get below 990 and then some, let's go and then some. Let's just go ham. I want to go ham tonight. I love my stupid calculator on the stream. It's not as cute and pretty as my IRL calculator, because my IRL calculator is pink. And I love it. It's my favorite. Plus, it has survived the entirety of my high school and college years with me. So, yeah. Yeah. Pink calc, my beloved. It served me well over the years. Very well. And still continues to do so. I just am using the one on the computer so then y'all can see it. Y'all can see my silly mathematical calculations. It doesn't look as cool. Yahoo! Oh, we are totally getting 5,000 XP. I don't know what I've been doing differently lately to push it to... Well, to be fair, I don't have to... I don't want to say it's my attention span that's been getting better. I think it's more of my stream endurance has been getting better to where I can actually push into longer and longer streams over time. Because I've built... At the start, I don't remember how long I used to stream. I actually... Wait, I could probably look back at some of the older VODs and get a rough estimate of how long some of those are. I'll look back at the early YouTube VODs because trying to do mathematical calculations with time is a real PETA. In this case, PETA is not the bread, it stands for pain in the ass. If you need a family-friendly way to say something is a problem, there you go. It's a PETA. Although probably don't do that if you have a family member that's named Peter. Or Pita. Because it's statistically likely that there is somebody named Pita because there's probably a Hunger Games fan in your family that named the kid Pita, like the bread. Pita bread is actually really good. I can't remember the last time I had it. But I remember it being good. I associate it with being good bread. Oh jeez, I squished my toenails earlier today doing the mowing because I walk all sorts of wrong in my boots. Because I'm pretty sure my boots are the only proper footwear I have other than my canvas shoes. And my canvas shoes aren't really proper footwear. They have no support or anything like that. So it's just it's nightmare after nightmare, man. At least once I broke in my boots, they've been a lot easier on me. And also, as long as I wear thick socks, I don't have problems. And as long as my stupid socks don't decide they're going to ride down or wear out. Basically, as long as I wear decent socks, I'm fine. Oh yeah, we're killing it. We're woo, let's go! 5,000 XP, gang! Oh wait, I'm at almost full health. What the heck? I wasn't paying attention to dodging the Orbeez. That's on me. I'm just having a grand old time, you know? It's a fun time. I don't know why I was doing the talking to my dogs talk for a second there. Yikes. Y'all don't need that. Y'all don't need the puppy talk. No. This is very, very unrelated. A thought just crossed my mind. I hang out with my friends on weekends. We have food. We play games. It's our little social event of the weekend. If we all manage to meet up and stuff. And I can't remember the exact circumstances, but I remember I think it was something to do with being it was a game and there was something to do with a billionaire or being fancy or a pretentious laugh or something like that. And I was like, I mean, I can do a pretentious laugh, but it would just be an imitation of that rich, mean girl from every anime ever. And I'm only doing this because I'm not in front of my friends, so they don't get to see my face be silly and stuff like that, and I don't get to see anybody's reactions to this. So, I am so sorry to everyone who has to witness this. Oh my god! Okay. I can't do it. I can't do it for more than like half a second. It's such a mocking laugh too, so it's such a pretentious mocking laugh. You know what's funny is I don't think I have a signature laugh, cause sometimes I wheeze, like I'll go. Okay, that's not what it sounds like normally. There are specific circumstances. Oh my god, I missed you. Get over here. Got him. Anyway, that was interesting. Didn't realize I missed that one. Whoopsie. But I don't actually have a signature laugh of any sort. I just... It depends on the situation, whatever it is that I'm laughing at. And a bunch of other random factors that I don't exactly know. But there's a bunch of random parameters involved that changes how I laugh. Because sometimes I just wheeze. Sometimes... Well, sometimes you hear me go, hey. Now this is just reminding me of that one scene in Mary Poppins where Uncle Albert is on the ceiling laughing his ass off because he's floating in the air flying, and he ends up getting Bert and the children laughing up to the ceiling. And Mary Poppins is just so sick of everyone's shit. And the entire song, like, they talk about loving to laugh and how funny and it's fun. And they just, such giggle fits. It's so silly. And meanwhile, Mary Poppins is just like, we really don't have time for this. We have other things that we need to take care of. Come on, let's get Uncle Albert down for the ceiling. They do eventually do that. Mary Poppins is such a fun film. Yes, I am aware it's not accurate to the books. I know what adaptation is, okay? I also am aware of Saving Mr. Banks. I still haven't watched it yet because it was out during the era of me just barely watching any new movies, like, ever. I've fallen out of the habit of watching films on the regular. Although as the internet becomes less and less appealing, the more I want to do stuff that is technically old school. I say old school with air quotes because films in theaters isn't really old school, it's just kind of expensive sometimes. Unless you go in the morning. But not everybody can go in the morning because guess what? They're working. They're getting paid. Paid in peanuts sometimes, Jesus Louise. Life is expensive. Very expensive. I know some folks are able to get by. But ugh. The economy sucks. Like, bleh. That reminds me, I need to do a little bit of, not necessarily jury rigging with my finances, but just a couple of little things that I need to do to make things a little bit less anxiety inducing. I'll need to make an appointment or something like that, I think. Shouldn't be too hard, right? Right? But just do some stuff. Get better with my financial literacy and so forth. I've actually been pretty decent about it. Like half the... I always... Okay, not always. There are some instances where I do buy on an impulse. And then I very much regret the impulse buy. I've been trying to avoid any sort of impulse buys in the past while. Especially when it comes to clothes. There's been a couple of impulse buys with clothes where I'm just like, why the hell did I buy this thing? Or why the hell did I not return it? I tried to hold out hope for it and it just, either it looks freaking ugly and doesn't fit quite right, or I just barely wear it and I'm like, why did I buy this? What is wrong with me? Some stuff I'm actually fine with not wearing too often just because it's built for cold weather. Oh, what a beautiful universe we live in. And we only get to see a small fraction of it. The rest we're barely even seeing through the Hubble telescope sending us pictures. I actually really like space, but I'm gonna be honest, I really like how pretty it looks. I like pretty things. Just like I like really pretty dresses that are really sparkly. I do not like glitter though. I like the concept of sparkly glitter stuff, but I do not like glitter itself. Glitter getting everywhere? Hell no, I hate that. But I like things that are shiny. I always look at the shiny stuff whenever I go out shopping, even though I know damn well that I don't need any more jewelry. I still look at the shinies, because I'm like, ooh, shiny. I can't remember if I told my friends or not, but like part of me is like, yeah, I think I'm a crow. If I like, okay, I'm not gonna say spirit animal because I am like, okay, I'm not paper white. I'm not that like physically paper white, but I am a pasty human, unfortunately. That sounds so sad. I am a pasty human, and therefore I don't think I should say that I have a spirit animal. Therefore, I will go with fursona. If I were to pick a fursona, there are two possible fursonas that I would pick. One is a crow, and the other is a raccoon. Because both are associated with collecting shiny objects. The raccoon is probably more like me. Little trash panda who likes to wash her hands before eating her food because, gosh darn it, I like to be neat. Although I think crows are relatively neat too. Yeah, so if I really it's so funny too as I say that, despite the fact that my current Sona on the channel is a kitty cat. Maybe I should change it to a raccoon. Be a little raccoon Sona instead. That'd be so funny. Make it an albino raccoon. Or a raccoon with a single little yellow tooth for the yellow fang thing. Huh. I might actually think a little bit more on that. The problem is being able to draw said raccoon, though. And also, even if I picked a crow, that would also be a little bit more tricky. Nah, I always think, yeah, I'd be a crow, I'm cool and stuff. I'm like, no, no. Yeah, if I were an animal, I would definitely be a raccoon. Damn it. Actually, there's nothing wrong. They're cute little guys. They're cute little rascals. And sometimes you have to save them from the dumpsters that they've landed themselves in. Poor things. Yeah, just a couple more swings, bud. That's nice. I'm on a really good roll tonight. I'm taking full advantage of the feeling good right now thing, because I'm not about to miss an opportunity right now. As a excellent composer of a musical once wrote, "I'm not throwing away my shot." I should see if I can. Maybe I can ask. I'm not the one with the Disney Plus login, but I might ask one of my family members if I can borrow the Disney Plus login. Unless it's gonna cause them. If it causes them shenanigans, I'm not gonna ask. Then I'll just be like, don't worry about it. But maybe I might ask if I can borrow it for like a login day and then watch the entirety of the Hamilton Pro Shot. Because it's available on Disney Plus, so... You know... Unless there's a DVD sale that nobody told me about. That'd be kind of cool. There's one thing that super upsets me, is that we actually had a Pro Shot copy of Cats, and I'm so pissed off that we don't have it anymore. I wish to God that we still had that Pro Shot. Because that would have been so freaking cool. I would have... Okay, I probably wouldn't have been able to share it. I would have probably had to ask distribution permissions for that. But that would have been so cool to share. Or even just, like, record and do those silly I-edited Cats. The Pro Shot for it. Because it's actually kind of a fun musical. Does it make sense? Not really, no. Is it ridiculous as hell? Yes. Is it fun to watch, though? Absolutely. The actors have a blast pretending to be cats, and then during the intermission, they like goof around in cat character. You know, it's just fun. It's just a fun show. People get to leap around, be acrobatic, sing songs about different types of cats. We get an amazing song from our lovely... I can't remember her name. I can't remember her name, darn it. The Glamour Cat. I can't remember her name, but the Glamour Cat. Her song, Memory. Holy shit. Beautiful. Beautiful song. And we get a lot of different people's rendition of it, including the one from the Diary of a Wimpy Kid. It's actually not half bad. It's lovely. Roderick is me in that scene. It's just so beautiful. I'm gonna be honest, I barely remember anything from those movies. I remember, like, one part, and I just remember the cheese touch bit vividly, and that's it. I don't even know if those are in the same movie. I really don't know. Ow. Wait, why am I saying ow? I need the swings. Ow! Okay, that was warranted. That was warranted. I just got double whammied. I stepped on a dog bone. Not the bone of a dog, I mean a bone for the dogs to chew. I stepped on it and oh! And then I stubbed my toes, which are already having a bad day. They're really mad at me for some reason. I think they somehow tried to stretch away from their toenails. I don't know exactly what happened, but my toes hurt and they're being really mad at me and I don't like it. And I really just, ow. Okay, enough of that. All better. Hey, it's fun to try to figure out the different instruments, okay? It's entertaining. We've been here a long time. I've already contemplated the percentage of colors on each of these little platforms and how it's affected by the size of that. I've already contemplated the little stained glass paths. I've already contemplated the little effects from hitting the dusks. And looking at all the silly animations and so forth. I've noticed the difference in animation of running between when Roxas is in fight and chill mode. I've done all the mathematics. I've stared at the doors and thought, damn, the little top of the door, that's pretty. I wish we saw more stuff like that in this game, because it's really freaking cool. That reminds me of the Hollow Bastion aesthetic. I loved Hollow Bastion's aesthetic. It's so pretty. In the first game, beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I love it. I love the vibe. I love the music. I love the puzzles. Surprisingly, I did love the puzzles. Except for the time when the little spinny thing decided to throw a fit at me and just not give me the book that I needed. And I'm just like, can you please give me the damn book? I am begging. Oh god, I got a clicky shoulder again. God darn it. That's gonna be so annoying later. Because then I'm gonna try to pop it in a specific way to, like, be like, hey, is there something wrong with me? Oh, nope, I figured out how to pop it. Okay, we're good. Crisis averted. Maybe if I stop trying to pop my back so much, maybe it'll... Oh, I loosened it up. Finally. I don't know exactly what I did, but I've loosened up a lot of joints. I think it was from standing. I should stand more. I should just stand more in general while I'm streaming. It's probably good for me. Who am I kidding? It is good for me. Okay, into the floor you go. I'll stab you in the foot. Bam. Achilles heel. There goes Achilles. Da 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 dum. La da dum da. Da 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 dum. Gosh, this soundtrack is so good. I can't wait to hear the rest of it. I'm pretty sure that's the same for all y'all. Like, I'm pretty damn sure that this is the same instance for y'all where you're just like, can we please get a new soundtrack? That'd be great. No, no, y'all need to calm down. I can take damage, but geez Louise, I don't want y'all to kill me. I just want to be at half health or less. That's all. I do need at least one swing. I know I'm at like half. I was at 10, now I'm at like 7 or something like that. What is that, 5 or something? No, that's like 10 or something. Oh no, that was 11. Maybe 12. I'm at 12, aren't I? Called it! I'm getting really good. See? I've been here way too freaking long. But I'm here for like less than 49 more. I should probably take a look-a-roo at the, So I'm at level 53 right now. We're slowly but surely waltzing our way towards level 54. So we got about 46. Approximately 46 more levels. So yeah, we're gonna be here a while because each level is getting longer and longer to take out. Because this level was at 34,000 XPs before the next one. So we're here for a while. But I am cutting it shorter because I just lengthened the session tonight. And not only have I lengthened the session tonight, I am also punching us down to, I'm pretty sure got to 6,000-ish XP. I'm pretty damn sure. And I'm still feeling good, so I'm just really seeing how far I can take this, okay? I probably will need to eventually call it quits. Yeah, eventually I'll need to call it quits. For my own sanity, but also so then I can actually wind down for the night and get some shut-eye. Because your girl needs to catch up on her Z's. I love when I'm in a great mood. Because then I act really goofy and silly all the time. I'm gonna see if I can add a little extra style to this. Because I still wanna, what I wanna do is I wanna make sure that it's very clear that each of these streams is actually unique. But the problem is I'm pretty sure that it's going by visuals alone. Which is a huge problem because we're here for a while. So I need to come up with a solution. The main solution is just to actually upload more videos that aren't Kingdom Hearts related. I think that's the solution here. Is while I stream all the Kingdom Hearts stuff in the world and while I do this sort of thing, I just gotta get on the grind and start working. Well, more than I have been. Put a little bit more on the grindstone, you know what I mean? I kinda look forward to it, actually. That's because I'm in a good mood. The second I'm in a crappy mood, I'm gonna be like, ugh. And then I'm gonna be like, I'm so impatient. But I'm not gonna do anything about working on my impatience. And I'm definitely not gonna ask God to give me patience. He will definitely try to give me patience in the worst fucking way possible. That will suck. Okay, I know damn well that I'm not doing the score correctly, okay? Oh shit! We had a glitch. I'm taking a little sneak peek at the time traveled screen while I'm at it, just to see what that looks like. Okay, so there was a little bit of skimming. I'm glad I stopped. It's mainly just when OBS reloads. Oh, now it's acknowledging some dropped frames, you little shit. Usually when it does that, it doesn't acknowledge any dropped frames, and I'm like, girly pop, I know damn well that there were some frames dropped on the floor and left behind. It finally acknowledged it. Oh god, I went to the wall again. I looked away for 2 seconds. Every time I look away for like 2.5 seconds, I immediately ram into a wall. I mean, hey, that's probably why they tell you to look where you're going when you're driving. Speaking of looking where you're going when you're steering anything, fun fact about riding horses is 9 times out of 10 they will actually go in the direction that you're looking. You don't have to use the reins to do guidance. You could, if they've been trained in a specific way to not have to use the reins as guidance, you just kind of hold on to the reins to like let them know gently, like, excuse me, slow down, or you lightly tap to let them know, hey, let's go. But the real trick is when you're riding a horse, you actually kind of steer with your legs because you slightly rotate your body, and thus as you're rotating your hips, your legs are actually pushing on the horse's side, and they feel that slight pressure to be like, oh, okay, I turn left, I turn right. I turn left, I turn right. Or when you gently kick, that means, okay, let's walk on. I haven't ridden a horse in, God, I think a decade. Over a decade. It's been such a long time. The last horse I rode, he was such a sweet boy, a little bit of a brat, but I loved him to bits, and he was so sweet. What he would do sometimes is I would sometimes give him a hug, you know, around the neck, and he would just press his head on my back to hug me too. It was just, I miss him. He passed a long time ago. Yeah, pretty much, except it's only 99 levels, exactly. Exactly, Momorats. It's like getting to level 100 in KH1. Except it's so long. Doing this before Twilight Thorn. I've been at this for like 200-ish hours. Not straight. Not 200 hours straight. I think I would die if I did that. I'm pretty sure that's not healthy. But yeah. It's been a blast doing that. And I will still keep going. Ah! Hang on, I gotta concentrate on not getting completely brutalized and embarrass myself in front of you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna take me a while. Because I'm already at hour 2. I passed hour 200 a couple streams ago, actually, funny enough. I can actually show you right now. We're currently at 205, and the total XP we have is 489,892. We got 27,000. We started on 33,900 earlier today. I can actually show you the mathematical calculations. Let me see. Let me change that. So, 33,990. Oh, shoot. I forgot to reactivate the calculator. There we go, there's our 33,990, and then where we're currently at is 27,688. Thank you so much, I appreciate that. I have kept my patience for quite a time. This is actually a really, really good day that we're on. Normally I get about, like, a little on the upper end of 4,000 XP, a bit about 5,000. This is a really good day. But yeah. This has taken me a crap ton of patience and sanity. I used to do this 3 days a week. I knocked it down to 2 for my sanity's sake most recently. Yep. 200, 875, 578. I've got the number memorized. Yeah, exactly! 17% of the way. It's gonna be so freaking awesome. It's gonna be great. Yeah. Yeah, this game has actually been teaching me a lot of patience and stuff. Funny enough, though, I've actually kind of been prepared for this. A while back, my old job, there was this thing where we had to recombine some records. And since new records were coming in all the time, I would have to... It was basically like digging a gravel pit. So, this is a lot more progress than the gravel pit of work that I used to do. Yes, exactly. I will go through the entire game the moment I hit level 99. And as a little treat to myself, the second I get to level 99, I'm gonna save the save file and like have just a backup 99 save file at this point, and then find a way to like pass it along to like speedrunners to have fun with it, because at a certain point I don't think it matters whether you pick sword, shield, or staff. I think with this particular version I picked sword, and I'm on crit mode. Because back when I started this, I was able to handle that. I'll probably be able to handle it, who am I kidding? I'll get back in practice. It's gonna be a good old time. What's funny is I still haven't finished my first playthrough of KH2. Xemnas keeps beating me up. It's in one of the older YouTube VODs. I think it was at the end of the Ventus run. I decided to try to finish KH2, and then Xemnas bullied me to death, so I had to give myself a break. Hopefully by the time I get to level 99, either I've beaten Xemnas, or by the time I start progressing in the game, I will eventually beat him in the original file that I started years ago. Oh, it's the last one. The very last stage. It's the part where Sora gets captured and Riku has to run and save him. That part, any type of game mechanic that requires you to run at something while something's like constantly attacking you all the time, I have such a trouble with that. Which I totally understand how that happens too, because whenever I play a game like... Whenever I play like a group game, for example Dungeon Defenders, I tend to play as a tank. And since the original file is also on crit mode, I can't be a damage sponge. I only have 60 health. He keeps eliminating me. I'm pretty sure there's like some strats that I could watch to get a better feel of the boss fight. But yeah, it's final Xemnas. I haven't managed to push him to the dome yet. I always get like a little bit short of the dome. I wonder if I pulled a limit on one of the last tries I did. I wonder if I pulled the limit with Riku, if that might have been able to create an opening. Because my problem was I couldn't create an opening, and that's what killed me. On the... I think it was the second to last try or something like that. It was when I got further along. But he was just... ugh, he was relentless. Absolutely relentless. I think I almost cried. Xemnas is mean. Understandably so. Then again, Syx was also pretty mean to me, but yeah. That one was really funny. Not funny in the moment, but funny afterwards. I'm sure the day that I actually finish KH2 on the main file, or even on this file, it'll be really funny and I'll just laugh about, haha, I used to get my butt kicked by Xemnas. Then again, I also haven't tried to beat KH1 again, so KH1 was also a sticking point on me on the final boss. Funny enough, for KH1, Riku wasn't the problem, but I also didn't play it as a kid growing up. I mostly played it, I think a little while after I graduated high school. Yeah. So Riku wasn't the problem, actually. I managed to beat him first try, which put me in shock, because I was fully expecting him to just destroy me. I wish I had a recording of that. I didn't understand the mechanics of the PS4 at the time, which is a darn shame. Yeah. Hang on, let me refresh that thing. All the good abilities are get bonuses, so yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Because this grind does grind at the sanity sometimes. I've only been inoculated from it because of my old line of work and some of the stuff that I used to do. And my ability to what is it? Basically the ability to do the same task over and over again and be totally content with it. And occasionally I spice things up. Like, there was one instance a while ago where I went after these same 10 dusks, except I was doing a plank the entire time. Which was kind of difficult because unfortunately I cannot see without my glasses and I was on the floor, and so I was like looking up above my glasses and just praying I could actually see where I was going. That was pretty fun, actually. Just little variances keep my sanity, thank goodness. Alright. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. Let me poke that. Alright. You have a good night too. Thank you so much. And thank you for stopping by. It's a beautiful night. And I probably should finish things up because it is getting late and I need to also get some rest. Oh, look at that beautiful time difference. It makes it look like I was here for 3 hours. I was not. Alrighty. Got my 2 save files saved properly and not accidentally deleted. Alrighty then. That is gonna do it for the stream tonight. I hope you all enjoyed, whether you are past, present, or future. I don't know how the past works. Just kidding, I do. If you want to continue following this journey, you can follow me on Twitch, or you can follow me on YouTube. Actually, it's a subscribe button on YouTube, isn't it? But either way, one of those will give you a notification for when I go live for those platforms. I also have a Twitter, a Blue Sky, and a Tumblr. I don't post on the Tumblr for when I go live, but I do on the Twitter and the Blue Sky. They are both at YellowFang42. As for the Tumblr, I just post about videos or something like that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of the morning, afternoon, evening, or night. Here's your end stream screen card. Have a good one. Bye!